I found that interesting, coming from Oklahoma State, last name Holiday. No relation.
Yes.
Well, you had to look though, didn't you?
Yes, absolutely.
And then we got Pittsburgh last.
I do. I think the dark magic is over. I think it's over. I don't think Mike Tomlin can just continually being that team that wins 9 or 10 games and makes it into the playoffs every year. It's done. It's gone.
He's won like 17 years in a row.
Yep, it's not happening. The dark magic's done. This year, though, I got to win 7 games.
Oh, we struggle in all aspects of school.
Yeah.
We had PE down. That's about it.
And lunch.
PE and
I was ready to lunch.
That has stayed true to form, hasn't it?
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine.
Hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of Benchwarmers Basement Banner. We're going to talk some more pigskin, some more football. I'm Woody with...
Aaron Rodgers. Got my jersey on because this is obviously who's winning the Super Bowl this year.
I didn't come prepared. I got sombrero back here. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. But, I got the swag, the Benchwarmer Basement Banner swag. So,
Well,
But yeah, that is pretty nice. We got the discount double check too. Come on, there we go. Yeah, there we go. We got to do it right for Wabash. So shout out, thank you guys for letting us use this beautiful, more than one light studio.
Yes, with
Pretty
some
great.
new lights coming, actually.
I know. Where'd my shades go? Got to get ready for it.
Yeah.
These are already pretty
We need a
nice.
tan.
Yeah, this is pretty great. Stepping our game up here. Thank you guys, and shout out to some PR work here to YouTube channel. What is
Yes.
that, buddy?
Well, I mean, it's Benchwarmers Basement Banter. We are.
How did you come up with that name? Wow,
Well, because we're in our basement. So
so original.
now it's in a Wabash basement, but we're at 467 subscribers. So we're 33 away from 500. We're going to try to
slowly
do a
getting there,
giveaway
yeah.
at 500. We're slowly chipping away at it. Like, subscribe, get us some more love on there. See if we can kind of get that rolling and see if we can
Yeah, help.
get some.
That's right.
appreciation
Get us
out to
there.
you
We just
guys
need that
and-
little push.
Yes, just
500.
need that little
We're right
push.
there. So we'll keep cranking out some exciting multi-sport content, I guess you would say. So we've kind of been
Yes.
switching off, did some baseball, and we've already talked NFC, AFC. So I think it makes sense now to wrap it all up, bring it together, and decide who's going to actually win the trophy that matters. What do you
Yeah.
think about that?
Nobody cares
So-
how many games you won if you don't win your last one.
That's right. Hey, look at the Chiefs this last year. Play like crap till the postseason comes around. There we go. We'll take it. Don't do that again, guys. But it worked once. No. So we'll just go ahead and start this off. We're going to recap who we had in the playoffs. I mean, I guess before we pick games, we probably should say who's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. We try to do that from time to time here. But, okay, so you want to start it off with your go AFC, NFC, wherever you're at?
Yeah, we'll go with the AFC. I think that you had the Chiefs a little bit higher on that than I
did.
did. But
Numero uno.
I do think that they
Yeah.
will make the playoffs, and
Well, I would hope.
it'd be shocking
What-
if they did not.
Anything can happen. Like,
yeah,
What did you say
absolutely.
earlier? They have 97% chance of making the playoffs. So
Yes, I mean, that's
3% is if
decent.
Mahomes doesn't have 2 healthy knees and is in a wheelchair for the end of the season.
Yeah,
But
the only way they don't make the playoffs is if Mahomes goes down.
yeah, exactly. And I don't even know our backup quarterback, but even Andy Reid might have
Who
a
is
shot.
the backup?
And, I noticed Tamu back in the day. Jordan Tamu is oh my gosh. Michigan guy that was around, career backup. They won him a playoff game, but
He was also the Battlehawks' original quarterback.
that guy was, yeah. I was thinking the
Jordan
one
Tamu.
when he got hurt in the playoffs, but it doesn't matter. That's where we're at with it. But yeah, I've got him as a 1 seed. We got Carson Wentz now.
Carson
about
Wentz,
that.
okay. Yeah, so
Wow.
if Mahomes gets hurt,
I
there's
guess
no way
he's-
he'll definitely get hurt
Oh,
again.
I guess he's given up as trying to start anywhere, so that's about right. But no, so I've got the Chiefs as the 1 seed. Go figure. Who'd you have 1 seed?
Honestly, I think it's going to be the Texans. I think that they were a young team that was there a year early last year, and
Yeah.
I think that in the regular season, get another year under that belt for C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
You got Tank Dell coming back. Nico Collins coming
Diggs.
back.
I mean, they had
you got
Diggs, they had
a three-headed
Mixon.
monster for C.J. to throw to. So.
Oh, yeah. The only, I had them second. Crazy take. I had them all the way at second.
Yeah.
So the only thing, weakness they have, their O-line, it's around the 20th ranked. It's a little susceptible, but Stroud's amazing getting the ball out. Like,
Yes.
he gets it out quick, and now they've got a run game. They had Devin Singletary last year, and he
Right.
didn't have a bad year, but this is an upgrade. I'm not a big Mixon guy. Better than Devin Singletary. Got to give it to you. I had them second. And did you have the Chiefs too? Or are you gonna?
I did not.
Gosh, what did I do to you?
Hey,
Come on.
you had him. A little foreshadow. You had him in your comeback player of the year.
Ooh, no way. You got him.
Number
up there?
3, the New York Jets.
We're staking like our show's reputation on Aaron Rodgers.
The New York Jets.
I don't know how good I feel about that.
Being the number 2 seed.
I had him at 4. I had him winning the division, so I didn't
Okay.
totally diss
Okay.
him. I had him beating out Josh Allen.
Well, it's a
No.
bad division, so
Well, I mean,
Miami and Buffalo.
It's not
I think
bad.
I think Buffalo's going to take a huge step back. I think that Josh Allen's time is kind of dwindling. He's wasn't that great last year, and they don't have Stephon Diggs for him to throw to anymore. Who will he throw to?
Yeah, well, he's Josh Allen. He doesn't need anybody. He just
He does
run around
that.
himself.
He's pretty good throwing to the other team as well.
Yes, he is. He just needs to truck the ball and run. That's it. That's their biggest weakness, I think. Now
And I
is
also
their
don't think
receiving
the Dolphins
core,
are going to
but
win as many games because
I agree.
Tyreek, he's having a 12th kid, so
Well, it hadn't slowed him down yet. So
he actually has. I saw this stat the other day. Don't quote me, but I think that it was around every 800 yards of his career he has a kid.
I think you're right, and he's got a lot of yards too. So do the math there. Yeah, no, I saw that he was having. I thought it was his 9th or 10th kid. Either way, I mean, I was like, holy crap! And what was weird, it was had a picture of him with his wife and having their first together, and I was like, whoa, what's going on here?
After they were married, they found out about this latest one.
Yeah, but it's like which one? I mean, he's having fun in South Beach, so he took his talent there and not just on the football field. But, yeah, I do too, and it's not just the Tyreek. It's they lost Christian Wilkins on the D line. Miami, I agree. Step back. They don't have the best O line to protect Tua, and Tua's a walking concussion case.
Yeah.
I like their interior play. I'm worried about it. Jalen Ramsey's getting old in the secondary. I think that team has a lot more holes than you realize. There are a lot of
Absolutely.
flash. A lot of flash.
Yes, it's a high-powered, high-octane offense, but that's about all they've got going for them.
Yeah, it is. It fizzles end of the year. Does not play in the postseason.
Yeah.
And I still had the Bills as a 6th seed. I think they're going to transition from Josh Allen doing it all. I think James Cook is going to take a big step up this year. The team as a
You
whole.
saw a little bit of that towards the end of the year
towards the end
last
of the
year.
They started going away from Josh Allen do something. Like they started having a more offensive structure. Dalton Kincaid, emerging tight end. They've got some young. Oh, they got MVS. So what more do you need? Receiving core.
Yeah, they
Come on
need another
now.
fast guy to drop the ball.
He's good for 1 or 2 catches a year that matter. But no, just kidding on him. They've got a younger receiving core. Defensively, they lost a lot of big names, but I think they through the draft, with the exception of giving the Chiefs their top pick. I don't know about that one.
Okay.
But through the draft, they filled in a lot of defensive holes, and Sean McDermott, I think, is a very good coach defensively. I think they're going to take a step back this year to take a step forward next year, if you know what I mean. They got rid of a lot of name values, like Poyer. A lot of guys were good players, but we're nearing the end of their prime. And I think they'll still hang around. Josh Allen, you've got a chance. I had them as the 6th seed. I had the Jets 4.
Okay.
Who'd you have win in the North?
The North, I have got. Well, the North, the Ravens. I
Okay,
think
that's where I had them as a 3 seed. Yeah.
I have the Ravens as a 3 seed as well.
Yeah. Well, hey, we agree on something.
Yeah, you know what? But
Wait, where'd you put my Chiefs at?
4.
Oh.
They're the team every year.
I wasn't
They're
on that
mediocre in the regular season, and they come
This
out
last
banging
year
in the
they really
playoffs.
were. I could see them
They've been
sleepwalking.
this the last 2 years.
Yeah. I could see them sleepwalking through the regular season, and
They'll do just enough to win that division.
because they're not pushed.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about that the over/under show. That's the one thing that worries me about it is they don't have competition to make them better in the regular season.
They'll do just enough to win that division, so I
Yeah.
think that they'll be the last place of the division winners in that AFC playoff
I get your
race.
point. The reason I had them 1 is I think they actually, even coming off 1 and 2 in a row, I think they have a chip on their shoulder by signing Marquise Brown. Kelsey coming back, I think they are going all in to three-peat. They know what they did last year. I think they know they can't get lucky again in the regular season by doing that. I think they're going to have a chip on their shoulder, and I take it more serious. But I could see your point. I really could.
Okay, yeah.
So I've got Chiefs, Texans, Ravens, Jets. We have the same division winners, just different order.
Yes, yeah.
The Ravens, my concern is the O-line. They still have talent there, but they lost 3 of their 5 starters, I believe. They lost their defensive coordinator. He's out in Seattle now. That worries me. I think they're taking a little step back. They got Derrick Henry, but he's 30, I believe.
Yeah.
30. He's started to have a few injuries. I wouldn't tell that to his face that he's old, but I want to live. But yeah, that's my rationale there. So let's fill this out. I already said I had the Bills at 6. I have the Browns at 5.
Okay.
You probably-
I agree with both those.
You've got the Browns in the playoffs.
I do. Actually, I think that I've got all the same AFC playoff players as you do.
Okay. Who you got
because
7 then?
I have 7 being the Indianapolis Colts.
Me too.
Okay.
We agree. 5 through 7. I
Yes,
like that.
I do. So I think the Pittsburgh Magic's over. So I've already said this before. The Pittsburgh Magic's over. They're not going to make it in.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I'm not totally discarding Pittsburgh. Because their roster. You look at Cleveland's roster. You look at Pittsburgh's roster, and they're literally one of those teams you can be like, they're a quarterback away from being awesome.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I have a little more faith in Deshaun Watson. I might regret that. But I'm hoping he's got some of those extracurricular activities out of the way, ready to play ball. He doesn't have to do much like he did in Houston. They're top 5 offensive line. Defensively, they run back a top 10 defense. They didn't make big offseason moves other than bringing in Jerry Jeudy, but they kept it intact. If Watson can be half the quarterback he was in Houston, I think they're in the playoffs.
He's just not seen that. And
Right.
last year, what killed me with him is I think that he not only wasn't performing on the field, he showed the lack of desire to want to perform. I think that he
I
has
get
that.
that.
shoulder issues. Like they said, he's fine. He says
got
he's
paid
not.
and he's done.
Yes,
I can see that.
I'm not sure how excited he is to get back out on the field.
I don't know. I mean, I would like to think paid
If
that
you're
much money,
looking
you're going to
for
find some
a loan for your
motivation.
brand-
But Colts, 7 seed. I'm an Anthony Richardson. I was not a believer going into the draft. Unproven in college. It's small sample size. He kind of proved me wrong. Their team, they've got a very solid O-line. Still top 5 around him. Their deep core is fine. I like Latua, adding him in the draft. All around, they've got an underrated team.
I mean,
I
you
really do.
saw Uncle Rico. He came and he
Dude,
took
he
that
was
team.
one pass away.
Yes.
One pass, little more arm strength. They beat the Texans last year.
Yep.
They're right there. But like I said, I have a little more faith in Pittsburgh than you. I have them just missing Cincinnati. We hadn't talked about them. Not to rip Joe Burrow. They've got offensive talent. There's some bad mojo
I don't know, he's got
around
that Slim
team.
Shady haircut coming into training
Joe
camp.
Cool. Joe Cool.
Yeah, yes.
He's back. But you got your top 2 weapons aren't very happy right now. Like T. Higgins wanted traded. Jamar Chase wants an extension. There's a lot of bad mojo, and their secondary is dog poo. I think that it's going to catch up to them. I really do. And I don't think they're going to be terrible, but I think they're going to just miss the playoffs.
I agree.
I really do.
I agree.
The other admissions, the Jaguars, I'm not a big sunshine guy.
No, but I could actually. My biggest snub in what our list there is, I think the Rams have a decent chance of getting in.
Well, we'll talk about them on the NFC side.
Oh,
So it's
yes.
okay.
Hey, there's that.
Actually, you know what? You were just a step ahead of me on the segue. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and we come back, we'll talk about our NFC, who all's in the playoffs for that. So,
Yes.
that sound good to you, big guy?
Yeah, maybe
All right.
I got a little excited on that.
You're just that excited to rip the Rams. I love it. Yeah, take that, Cronky. You see what he's got to say to you, too. So, we're going to take a break, thank our sponsors, and we'll be back.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online banking, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be.
Clay County State Bank.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When a Fairfield fire truck needs a repair, Cam's there to keep things rolling. And as part of the volunteer fire department, Justin's looking out for Cam and all of Fairfield. Everyone supports each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them all, with safe, reliable power for every one of our members. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works.
Give me all your lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas,
What?
you better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Maybe someday.
All right, we are back. So we just gave you our AFC standings.
Yeah,
and-
you just ripped my team and my conference, so thanks a lot. Put me in
Hey,
fourth
I still
place.
haven't
It's
been winning your division, okay?
It's all right. Hey, as
Do
long
you
as I
have
get
my
in, I
team
can
winning
deal.
my division?
No, I do not.
Okay,
No, I do
so-
not. I have them very close though.
Yes.
I mean, it's a very nice participation trophy. It really
Right,
is. So,
right.
And it's all because of Dan Campbell.
Boom.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Actually, we'll get to it right now because right off the top, I
Who's
got
your one
Detroit.
seed?
I got Detroit. I'm
All
a
right.
Dan Campbell believer. Like I said on the last show, I'm a very unathletic 32-year-old, and I want to get on the field and run through a wall for that guy. I really am. Like, he brings the energy. Look at how quick he turned that program around. He gets the boys playing, and they're very talented. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a big Jared Goff believer. Part of it's my Rams hatred. Whatever. But all he has to do is be a facilitator. Like, this team has no weakness on paper.
Oh,
Let's see on the
yeah.
field.
Very.
And, you touched on a good point with Houston. They tasted last year playoff success to a certain
Agreed.
extent.
Yeah.
They're hungry, especially the Lions. They were much closer. They were a horrible third quarter, from being in the Super Bowl.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
They had San Francisco beat, and they gave it away. I don't think that happens again. I think they, O-line, very solid. Top 10 unit. Defensively, overall top 10 unit. The weapons Goff has, Amon-Ra, the backfield of
Montgomery
and I started to say Swift. Swift was there
not
for
Swift.
so
It's
long. Wrong guy.
Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah, Gibbs. I mean, they are just solid all the way around. Laporta, tight end.
Yep.
Like, there's weapons galore. And, I mean, this is an amazing roster. And I
It
just
is.
think that you add it all up, they're going to be a force.
It's a good enough team to be the 5th seed.
Nah. Oh, all right.
But
I see where we're going.
That being said,
like
I don't
this.
have the Packers being the number 1 seed.
All right.
I've got the San Francisco Niners.
Not total
being your
homerism
num-
there.
being your number one
Really?
seed.
Even with the Ayuk drama, everything, and they still got a crap ton of good players.
Ayuk's like their wide receiver 2.
I don't know because they have so many weapons. You
Yeah.
could do a Samuel there. I mean, Kittle, McCaffrey. Heck, you could
Exactly.
even call him a slot wide receiver as much as he
Their
plays.
defense is good too, but that
It
offense
is.
is so good. Just
Yeah.
like, how do you beat it?
You take out all their quarterbacks like the Eagles did a couple years ago.
Well,
that's the only way I know.
There is that.
Well, that's kind of fluke instance. Yeah, I mean that's fair.
I'm going to give them the number 1 seed, and
I
honest-
had him taking a little step back as the 3 seed. Still winning
Okay,
the division.
okay.
Like, we're close. We just have a little bit of, discrepancy on these, I guess.
yeah, just a bit.
They had, I guess, last year, like, McCaffrey, love the guy. We've had, 2 years in a row of good health from him. We'll see. Maybe there's some San Fran magic there wasn't in Carolina. Or maybe it's they're good and he wants to keep playing. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
stuff doesn't hurt as bad when you're winning.
That does help. Yeah, it really does. So, I mean, they are a very solid team. There's been some bad mojo, like I said, with the Ayuk. Samuel's had a few injury bug. Defensively, they have some big names, but I think they lost a lot.
Yeah.
On the line, their front 7, I don't think is as intimidating as it has been. And I think that's a tough
Talking
division.
about offensive line or defensive line?
D-line. Their
D-line,
front 7.
okay.
Yeah. Their O-line, too. They're getting some age on them.
Yeah.
So
They're just seasoned now.
I like that. They're seasoned.
Yes,
Well,
they're
I think
experienced.
by that, I think they might take a game or 2 off. And I think they won 12 games last year. Like, it's not that far off.
Did your boy Jason Kelsey take games off?
He did not. He
Okay.
never does.
Okay.
Now his brother, he's on the Chiefs, but yeah, you'll have that. So all right, I got the Lions 1. You got San Fran 1. 2. You got
2, I have the Green Bay Packers.
I knew it was coming. There you go. Jordan Love believer. So I guess they're going to pay him for the season. Is that right?
I
Get
don't
him back
care
on
if they
the
pay
field?
him or not. They're just going
He's
to keep
not
winning
practicing right now.
games.
I've got them first wild card team, number 5.
Okay.
Actually, with a better record.
Well, that's
than
where that's where I've got the Lions.
Lions. Yeah, so we just are flip flops.
Yeah.
Very good records, both teams.
Yeah, I think both of them will be 11 to 13 win range, somewhere right in there.
Yeah.
I think they'll both be right there with each other, but they may even split a game with each other in the regular season.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what might hurt them is actually, I think that might be the best division in the NFL.
Yeah.
I think the Vikings might surprise some. The Bears, much improved. There's really not a easy out in that division.
There's
So
not.
that might hurt them both a little, but and I am a Jordan Love believer. We talked about the last episode, the Chiefs game. He was dropping dimes left and right. It'd be great if Christian Watson can be healthy all year. Reed stepped up, Jalen Reed.
Yep.
You got Josh Jacobs.
Romeo Dobbs.
Right. Yeah. You guys have weapons galore, and it seemed like he found a rhythm.
And
with them.
Jaden Reed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just such a team that has never had receivers when we had a Hall of Fame quarterback at the helm. And now has all the receivers in the world.
But yeah. We get one receiver and a lot of meh. So, okay. So who you got in the East? You got
I do have the Eagles. Fly, Eagle, fly.
It hurts because Jason Kelce on the team. I wanted him to go out right off.
Okay. I think the tush push
yeah.
is going to struggle a little bit without him.
I don't think it's going to be as good. I don't.
So,
But
therefore, I think they're going to win
They
a
did bring
few
in
less
Barkley
games.
though, and that might not need the tush push as much.
Yeah,
but he
that's
does
fair.
have injury concerns too. But that offense, I don't know what happened the end of last year. I actually think Jalen Hurts was playing hurt. Hurts was hurt.
Hurts was
Fitting?
hurt, yeah.
Makes sense.
Checks out.
He really fell off. The whole team did. Defensively, their secondary, it was a lot of names, but not production. It was terrible.
Well, a good thing they drafted about 87 corners in this draft.
Well, I started to say, unlike our Cardinals general manager, their GM is very proactive, and he sees a problem, he fixes it.
Yes.
It's crazy. It's like he does what he's paid to do. Howie Roseman, I believe is his name. He's brilliant. And through the draft, they addressed the cornerback need. They got your boy, Cooper DeJean.
Yes.
I think
They
that
also got Adonai Mitchell.
No, he's a Colt. Quentin Mitchell.
Quentin Mitchell. Yeah, Quentin
cornerback
Mitchell. Yeah,
out of
that's right.
Toledo, I believe.
I named the receiver, didn't I?
You were close.
Yeah.
Just on the
Yeah.
Colts. You just are so confident in those Colts making
Yeah.
the playoffs. There you go. I like that. I've got them as 2 seed, actually. I thought they'd be around 12 and 5.
Okay. I could see that. I could absolutely see that.
Yeah.
I thought it was a coin flip between them and the Packers.
Yeah.
Obviously, I took the Packers.
No way, never would have guessed. I think, and I'm not a big their coach. I can't stand him, but I think they've got enough talent, offensively, defensively, overcome it. Heck of a roster, and I've got 4 seed.
Well, if I could give this team the 7 seed, I would.
You watch it. Are you doing it? Are you going there?
No.
Dissing
If
my
I
boy?
could give the winner of the South Division the 7 seed, I would.
You're dissing my boy. Yeah, the Dirty Birds.
I do have
You
the
watch
Falcons
it.
winning him,
Captain Kirk.
but I
Come
think
on.
that they will be worse than all the wild card
Hey,
teams.
he's got heart. Miles and miles. Of
I think they
heart.
get in at either 10-7 or 9-8.
And I think they're probably the 6th best team.
Yes.
I'll give you- all the nonsense aside, 9-8 might win that division. I'm not
Yes.
gonna lie. Which I mean, the Bucks. I don't mean to rip them. They're a solid team. I'm now on New Orleans. I think the Derek Carr train's crashed. Carolina. We'll get Gibbs on. We'll talk about that. Not great. I think that actually.
I really wanted to give Baker Mayfield this division. I wanted to real bad, and I think that in my pre-rankings a few weeks back, I did.
I think you might have.
I did.
Change of heart. Did I persuade you with the Kirk love, the Kirk talk?
Yes.
I figured it was good.
No,
you're an idiot.
Godwin and Mike Evans persuaded me.
That's fair. Well, you're talking about weapons. That's what they do have. Drake London. I think. What's that tight end named Kyle Pitts? Is he still alive? Does he
Has
have
he
a
caught a
pulse?
touchdown on U.S. soil yet?
I think maybe one. I think one. Well, actually, last year I think he caught a few. He just quit doing anything else between the 20s.
Yes,
So-
which is what he was good at the year before.
And like we said, they were so bad at quarterback position. They went out, they overpaid and overdrafted. There you go. Thanks, Desmond Ritter.
One of these will work.
There you go.
Throwing darts, man. Throwing darts.
But they've done it. I really wish the Falcons would, in all seriousness, would have addressed their pass rushing issue. Dallas Turner in the draft.
Well,
Bama
that's
kid,
where we thought we
stud.
were taking them.
I was like, he fell into their lap, was right there. One of the best defensive players in the draft. Latua, that the Colts took, I was like, this all makes sense.
Michael Penix.
We need another quarterback. Yeah. We got a righty. We need a lefty.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
That's just smart as all that is.
I don't know.
It's like a bullpen.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's like we're going to win now, but not. So don't really I didn't get the pick, but irregardless, I think they're winning the division, 4 seed. Packers 5. We got to round out these playoffs. Who we got? 6 and 7.
Well, I've got. Oh, you got 6 and 7 being. Well, okay, you already gave
The 5.
You gave the North the 5. Okay.
We both. You have Detroit.
You did.
5 seed. Yeah. You're wrong, but it's fine. We move on. I got Cowboys.
Okay, I have the Seahawks making 6.
Gosh. All right. Full disclosure, I had the Seahawks 7. I had them over on our last show. And I got on the Caleb Williams. Not the total hype train, but the Caleb Williams isn't going to totally suck. And I had the Bears as the 7th seed. Playing to maybe some of our local audience here, too. I've got the Cowboys at 6. Unimpressive 6.
Forget that local audience.
And I've
Bears
got-
ain't making playoffs again.
I like that. I want it. I really do. And then I had Seattle there, and then I was like, all right, we got Geno Smith. We got a lot of weapons. Like, they're loaded on offense. They still have DK Met Monster. That I like Smith, JSN we'll call him. I'm not going to say his last name. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. Lockett, like, they are loaded, but then I got looking at their O-line, and it's like bottom of the NFL. It's like, ooh, Geno not the most mobile. Problem. Defensively, they brought in Mike McDonald from the Ravens. I touched on him earlier. Heck of a defensive coordinator. He's got his, heck of a defensive coordinator, now head coach. Got his hands full. They're not rated very high anywhere. His first year as a head coach, too. I threw all that in, and I was like, man, I actually think they're going to be fine.
Okay.
8-9 win range.
All right.
But dang it, the Bears, they've surrounded Caleb Williams with so much talent. They've fixed their O-line.
They did a lot of good things.
They did.
But you know what? It's like I've got a friend he's a Phillies fan, and he always says what the Mets do every year is they always win the World Series in the offseason, but they never make it.
Well, and we both are putting our eggs in that basket with Houston. Like, they were the offseason winner, but we have faith in it.
Yes.
That's fair. Maybe they don't go overpaying like 40-year-old players. That's what the Mets do. So that's a problem.
Well, that's fair.
But yeah, so you've got Seattle at 6.
I do, and I flipped a coin for my number 7.
Well, that's about where I was.
I flipped a coin between the Cowboys and the Rams.
You watch it.
And
it.
I landed Dallas Cowboys.
All right, there we go. Don't cranky rank. Thank you. The Cowboys, actually, they are an amazing regular season team, usually, and a terrible postseason team. This year, I think they're not even a good regular season team. Like, they did nothing in the offseason. Nothing.
No.
Their Trevon Diggs is coming back. All right.
That's like winning the trade.
There we go. More logic. There you have it. I mean, they still have a solid roster defensively. They need Dak to put his big boy pants on and carry them offensively. And how do you feel about that? Like,
I think that he can be a very good quarterback, and I think that he can be a team leader. It's just he's got to, 1, stay healthy.
Yeah.
He's got to, 2, stop having like Tony Romo syndrome, where you get to the playoffs, then you freeze.
Yeah.
It's just,
I don't know how to explain what happened last year. Like, your pack just took them out of the woodshed and beat them.
Well,
I really don't know. That's about it.
That was just like, stop beating him, he's already dead.
Yeah,
like,
that's bad. They've got CD from throw to, Jake Ferguson, solid tight end, not much else. Like, that's where I'm at. They still have Braden Cooks, I believe, but he's slowing down. I just don't think they did.
They don't have Michael Gallup, actually. He
retired.
You know, there's one thing that's worse than being a Cowboy. It's being a Raider.
I went from football badlands to hell. I'm done. I've had enough. That's good. All right, you got the Rams in there. And, all right, we're going to have to go to break, but that's a pretty good way to wrap that up. Sorry, Michael Gallup. I understand where you're at. But we're going to thank our sponsors, and we'll be back and talk about who's going to win these games.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance. We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Pegel's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Pegel Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
All right, guys.
So we're back.
We're back.
That's exciting, man.
All right, so we got our NFC standings. We got our AFC standings.
Yeah, so we got to decide who wins the important games.
Let's
now,
make our
right?
bracket.
Let's do it. Let's do this. All right, I'm excited.
Let's start with the AFC.
Yeah, we got my Chiefs just taking a little mini vacation there. Let Kelsey go enjoy a Tay-Tay concert, enjoy the beach a while, and come back refreshed.
I mean, yeah, the Texans will enjoy that break.
We'll cut the crap out. All right, so I got KC with the bye. You got Houston. None of this matches up. I got Detroit. And you got not Green Bay. Sorry, you had San Fran, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll start with my first round. I've got Houston in Indy, and this is where the Cinderella run for Indy, A-Rich and co. It ends. This is going to be pretty rock chalk here for the most part. Houston, I've got them advancing. They're just a superior team, I think.
Okay.
I mean, we already discussed it. I think Indy's going to be a team on the rise. Steichen, he worked great with Hurts in Philly. I think he can make Richardson good. And they've got weapons. Somebody over there is a big Adonai Mitchell fan.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, they've got layers of weapons. Pittman, they've got full season coming back. Just him full season, I think they'll be good.
I'm with you on that. I have the Colts being eliminated in the wild card round as well.
Okay.
I've got them being eliminated by my New York Jets.
Okay. So you got the 2 seed knocking them out. 3 seed, I got Baltimore and Buffalo. This is where we got an upset.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I got some. Did you have Buffalo in the playoffs? Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah, we had our
Sorry, guys, bear with us because this is going to be a
6.
lot of
switching back and forth. We got different brackets than each other.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I just realized what my mentally stumped moment. Sorry, we have a few of those. Jonathan Taylor. I was like, full season of what is that running back's name? Just one of the best in the league.
Yes.
My bad. Senior moment. But yeah, okay. So back to this. I think Buffalo can upset Baltimore because I saw last year what happened with Baltimore Lamar crapping their pants against the Chiefs. I think that James Cook is going to really complement Josh Allen well this year. I think by this point in the season, they'll get the young defense rolling. And like I said, I don't have faith with Baltimore in the playoffs anymore. I really don't. Lamar, big stage. I think Josh Allen can get past them. I could be dead wrong about this. But I've got Buffalo moving on.
I've got Baltimore moving on over Buffalo because we had that same matchup.
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
and that's respectful.
And I've got Baltimore taking them out. I think that that's just a very high octane offense, and I think
it is.
I said earlier, I think that the Bills are going to take a step back, and I don't think Josh Allen's got the weapons to be able to pull off what he's done in the past.
Well, I'm hoping that by this point in the season, there's a little continuity with him, the young, unproven receivers, that they can do enough to get past him. But I see where you're at.
Okay.
What that is, let's see. Okay. So the other one, the 4 seed and the 5 seed, I had the Jets and Cleveland.
Okay.
I'm putting some faith in your boy right here, Aaron. Going to finally somewhat make that contract worthwhile and stay healthy all year. This is a dang good team. You got to throw a quarterback in. Like, O-line. They terrible last year. They brought in 3 new starters.
Okay.
Hoping it meshes. Hope. And defensively, they won games with Zach Wilson. I don't think you have to say anymore.
That's fair.
I really
That's
don't.
fair.
That's where it's at. Garrett Wilson, I think, is going to be a stud this year. Breece Hall, he was facing stacked boxes last year. And I think that...
I agree with all of that. I think that Garrett Wilson's going to finally have that season that Rodgers promised him last year. And Breece Hall, one of the fastest guys in the NFL if he can just find the angles.
Yeah. And I'm looking at this as in we've got Aaron Rodgers against Deshaun Watson. And this is where the Deshaun Watson, me crossing my fingers, he doesn't suck. It ends.
Which is why I had them
He's
beating the
out.
Colts. So I also have the Jets
Yeah.
in that round, but I've
Okay.
got the Chiefs taking out the Browns.
I like it. Finally, you're showing the Chiefs some love. All right, we got to win. And that's what they do in the playoffs. They win in advance. So, all right, let's go back to the NFC then. Well, first of all, we've got our AFC set. My one's KC against the Jets.
Okay.
Your one, help me out here,
My one is the Texans.
Texans, and you've got them playing KC.
Yes,
Texans
I've got
and KC.
Texans and Chiefs.
All right,
Baltimore
all right.
versus Jets.
And then I've got Houston and Buffalo. So, do we want to just finish the AFC?
Yeah, let's finish up
That'd
the
be more
AFC.
confusing, yeah. All right, so I've got my Chiefs rolling past the Jets. I'm a believer. It's playoffs.
I've got that same. Oh no, sorry,
Well,
they don't play each other yet.
Not yet. You've got somebody beat the Jets.
No, I've got your Chiefs rolling by the Jets.
Oh, okay.
Eventually.
But you've got KC playing Houston this round, don't you?
Yes.
Oh, all right. I see where we're going here. So that's what I think by this point in time. I hope Rasheed Rice is done being an idiot driving around. He's back on the football field. I really hope. We'll see. But irregardless, like I've said before, I think I'm a little worried losing Snead in come playoffs. Like, he's a hell of a corner. He's very underrated. But I have faith in Spags. By this time in the year, they're going to, I think, get the boys rolling defensively. You got Jones on the interior. George Kolopot. Yeah, George, the big, long last name from Purdue. He's a hell of a player. Help me out on that pronunciation. He's awesome. Or we could call him Greek Freak. That would work.
Yeah.
I think Jones is okay with that. But I think that the Chiefs all around are good enough to knock the Jets out. I think it'd be a competitive game. I really do. Your turn.
Well, I've got the Chiefs and the Texans, and while I do think that the Texans are the better team, I think that it's going to come down to quarterback play. And in the playoffs, it usually does.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Mahomes.
Maybe Stroud makes that one extra mistake.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. And I think I'm going to take Mahomes to move on.
I like it.
And
I respect that.
What do you have for your other one?
The other one, I've got Houston and Buffalo, and this is where the Josh Allen magic ends. I've got Houston moving on. I mean, we've already went in depth on these teams. I just think they're a better team and more weapons, and I think Stephon Diggs is going to really enjoy knocking Josh Allen out. I think there might be some profanity in that one. So I think you're going to have Houston, Kansas City for the AFC crown. That's where I'm at. I got KC, got my boys. Kind of like you just said. I think the Houston needs one more beating, and not even beat down, but I think they need one more loss, I should say. Next year, this is way too early, but that could be a Super Bowl winner next year.
Sure.
The year off.
Sure.
I think they're going to be.
I think that I don't necessarily think they're a year off. I think that right now the Chiefs are still just too good.
That's fair. I mean, I've got him in the championship, so yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think they are that three-peat. I think they're. I'm not going to say going to win it, but I think they're going to be back to play for it.
And here's my thing that I've got. A lot of people would think is an upset, but according to my rankings, it is not. I've got the Jets taking out Baltimore.
Okay. I can see that.
I've got the Jets taking out Baltimore. I think that defense is just ridiculous, and they say defense wins championships,
That's
right?
true. We've seen that. We have many
They
times.
They had the defense last year, and now they've got a Hall of Fame quarterback at the helm.
Yeah.
Like you said, they won game with Zach Wilson's last year.
Yeah, that says a lot.
So
they're pass rush too. That's
for my
a problem.
AFC championship, I've got the Jets and the Chiefs.
Oh man. All right. Well,
I'm going Chiefs.
Okay. Wow.
I'm going Chiefs.
You wrote me in this whole show, Mike. We're beating up his Chiefs, beating them up, but then look at you came around.
No, I just don't think they're a very good regular season team because they don't have to be. So
you're right. History has proven itself.
Yeah, every year they're a 10-11 win team when they go to the playoffs usually.
Recently.
Recently.
They had
two
some
Super
teams,
Bowls.
Yeah, exactly. They had some big seasons earlier in Mahomes' career, but yeah, you're right. So all right, we got Kansas City. So we're going NFC, and this is where it's going to get sketchy. Woo! All righty here. Like I said, I got Detroit with the bye, so I got, let me go back here, San Fran and Dallas. And it's playoffs, so Dallas is going to lose. That's enough said there. I mean, I don't think you need much analysis, guys. We got Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy, so we're going to be on the beach. I got Atlanta and Green Bay in my other one. I'm shedding a tear right now for my boy Kirk Cousins. And I'm going to eat crow because literally the last episode I said Kirk's going to double his playoff win total. Hadn't done the math and seen they're running into your pack. Did not do the math. No foresight for Woody on that one. Because I think Green Bay's going to beat him.
Okay.
Jordan Love believer. I really am. Love Kirk. Love the weapons. But I don't think that defense can stop Green Bay come playoffs. I really don't. I think they're going to outscore them.
Okay.
More points wins game. So what you got?
Well, for my 2 and 7, I've got the Packers taking out the Cowboys.
Okay.
So
I think it's math on that one, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool too, because we got the Packers knocking McCarthy out again. Oh,
yes, absolutely. You know, Des dropped it. Ever since then, they can't beat them in the playoffs.
Or did he?
He
Did he? He dropped it.
Des dropped it.
This isn't impartial at all, is it? It was a drop.
Didn't matter if he did. Rodgers would have come back and kicked a field goal.
That's fair. So keep kicking them while they're down. I like it. All right. So what is your other matchups?
My other matchup will be.
I just realized I forgot one. I'm really knocking Chicago out. My bad. You know, it's Chicago. So.
Well, I'm going to have Philly knocking out the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay. Well, I've got him beating Chicago. This is basically just who we flipped our coin and said who would be at the end of the playoffs.
Okay.
I think Caleb Williams is going to take a beating, and I just think Philly's a better team all the way around. I don't think the Bears' D is ready to stop them yet either. So I got Philly going on. What's your other one?
I've got the Lions taking out the Falcons.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're kicking Kirk, but I think it's justified. It really is. I'd like to say he's a year off, but I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they run into the Packers or the Lions, it's like you're running into a buzzsaw.
The buzzsaw, yeah. I'll just say he's a good man, and he has a very healthy bank account. So
yes,
there we go. We'll give
Unfortunately,
him that.
he's in the worst
win
division.
Them all.
He's going to win that division.
He's going to win the division.
But, you know, he's going to be the worst division winner.
You throw them in the North, it'd be bad. So,
yes.
You know. All right, so the next round then, I don't want to say this one because you're going to get mad. So we'll start with Philly and San Fran. And I got Philly knocking San Fran out. I really do. I think Nick Sirianni is going to pull his head out of his butt, learn from playoff and just coaching failures. And I think that they actually are a better team all the way around. San Fran's got a lot of weapons. Man, they're both good rosters. They really are. You had them as the 1 seed, right?
Yes.
I think age kind of caught up to San Fran this last year defensively. I guess I just think Philly's going to beat them. Moral of the story, both good teams.
Yeah, and I think that I'll have the San Francisco and the Lions for 1 and 4.
Okay, that's right.
So I'll have the Lions taking out the Niners.
Oh, okay.
I don't like it.
Okay.
But I will have the Lions taking out the Niners.
So
I think that is the best offense in
amazing.
football. Is the San Francisco 49ers.
It is.
I think that the Lions are better coached, and I think I think that it's going to come down to a big.
We've seen a few Shanahan failures.
A big Dan Campbell play that's going to be make or break. He's going to go for it on 4th, and it's going to come through.
I like that. So flip the script from last year.
I think this game can go either way.
Yeah.
Because I think this is probably one of the craziest 1-4s that you can come up with.
It is. Yeah. Well, I had Detroit as Green Bay as my 5, beating the Falcons, and I had Detroit knocking them out. I'm sorry, no disrespect. I wish I could put your team as far as you put mine.
All right.
I'm a Detroit believer all the way through for all the reasons we've talked about. So I got Detroit and Philly, and we're going to leave you guys on a cliffhanger and take a break. We're going to finish our NFC and do our Super Bowl. And then a little bonus, we're going to throw in some player props.
All right. Sounds great.
Sound good to you? All right. We'll be back.
We're right back.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville.
Carson Auction Realty is the one-stop shop for all your real estate needs. With over 40 years in business, Carson Auction Realty is the only company in the area that offers public auctions, real estate brokerage, and certified appraisals. If you're considering selling your farm, home, or commercial property, give us a call, and we can assist you in every step of your real estate sale, from pricing your property correctly to properly marketing to find any potential buyers, and most importantly, selling property for top dollar. To contact us, go to our website, carsonauctionrealty.com, or call our office at 662-4911.
All right, and we are back. So we got to finish this NFC business.
We got our NFC Championship game here to do.
It's different, but we got similarities here, I suppose. I got Detroit and Philly.
Okay.
Rock chalk, 1 against my 2.
I've got Detroit and Green Bay.
I like it. Ooh, the homerism is put to the test here.
It is.
I like it. All right, so I'm gonna start it off. I got Detroit going there. This team is just so solid. Philly, I think they're gonna get there. I think it's gonna be a very close game. I really do. Hurts' mobility does concern me a little bit.
Okay.
But I think Hutchinson can get after him. I think they can make him. He might make 1 or 2 more mistakes. Now, if you look at the quarterback matchup, Hurts against Goff, well, yeah, I don't feel good about it. But I think Goff's a good game manager.
Yeah, and I think that he's just got the weapons, like you said.
He does.
It's like Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Is he the better quarterback in a lot of his matchups?
No.
Probably not. Does he have the better team and the abilities to hit his players? Absolutely.
However, what he said in that one, who was it? Cam Newton called him out, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm probably not the top 10 player on my team." He's like, "Doesn't matter, we win." He's like, "They're great," and he said, "I don't make them worse." I respect that.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, I got Detroit going, and all right, big guy, what you got?
I also have the Lions going to the Super Bowl.
I can tell it pains you.
It does hurt. They're just a better team. They just are. I don't think that they win that division because I think the Packers will put the hurt on them in the regular season.
Really?
But I think as the team progresses,
are they going to make them mad and then here it comes?
The Lions will just be the better team overall.
So I guess something we differ is I think Detroit from start to finish is going to be number 1, and you think the Pack.
I think the Pack will have a better regular season, but the Lions are the better team.
Well, I think they're better suited for the playoffs in a sense as far as the interior play, which that's going to play into my Super Bowl picks. We got the same Super Bowl.
We got the same Super Bowl. Lions versus the Chiefs.
Well, great. So neither one will be there since we just predicted it. There we screwed both fan bases. Sorry. All right. You want to? You know what? I'm going to start this off. This is where my homerism ends. I can't believe I'm doing this. And it didn't work for me last year. I'm a Chiefs fan. I didn't think the Chiefs would win it. I don't think the three-peat happens. I got the Lions. I really do. And I'm going to tell you why. Two times in my football watching history, I've been blown away by when an awesome, dominant interior defense plays a star-studded fantasy lineup. What I'm getting at, the Super Bowl, Denver, Seattle. Peyton Manning, highest scoring offense in NFL history. Demaryius Thomas, Decker, all these guys. Oh, yeah. They'll score Legion of Boom. They're going to outscore them. They're going to win. What happened? Crushed. I cried that night. It was terrible. And then, once again, I get reminders. I get caught up in the big names, the fantasy aspect, the big numbers.
Okay.
Chiefs, COVID year. Chiefs, Tampa Bay. Hate to say it. Nixon, he was like, Bucks interior can dominate Chiefs. Their O-line's got holes. It's like, doesn't matter. We got Tyreek down there somewhere. We're going to check it out. We got Kelsey. We got all these weapons. We're going to be fine. We're going to outscore him. Tom Brady's old. He can't compete with him, can't keep up. He didn't have to. Mahomes is on the run all night. That was eye-opening to me. I didn't think that was on the realm of possible. That being said, I think they have better O-line, better defense in general.
Okay.
Better roster. I got to go Lions.
I'm also going Lions.
Oh.
And I know earlier I said that I think that quarterback play wins you a lot of playoff games.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It comes to the point where I judge their teams.
Yeah.
I judge their quarterback. I judge their coaches.
Yeah.
I gave the Chiefs the edge in coaches and quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I gave the Lions the edge in everything else.
As much as I'd love to argue that, I can't. I really can't. And, I mean, the Chiefs have the experience, all this going for them, but sometimes you can't make up for a little lack of talent. And, I could see, though, if this game is close, I'm probably going to feel pretty good. Like, if Mahomes has the ball at the end of the game, I think we got a shot. But
absolutely. Yeah.
I really think that the Lions are the better team. And that's where I'm going to stake my flag.
And
it's a cool story for Detroit. Like, Eminem, hey, gave you a shout-out.
It would have been cooler for him to win it when the Super Bowl was in Detroit.
It would have, but you know what? They'll travel. I don't know where it is this year, but
Sure
so where?
I'm not sure either.
Oh yeah, that's that guy. So we got Detroit, guys. Long road. We got here. We got Detroit. Now we're gonna give you guys a few awards. Everyone likes a trophy. Maybe not. No one gets the big one, but Detroit. But MVP. Start there. I'm back to being a homer. I got Mahomes back. I do. Rationale here is I think their defense is still good, but a little step back. I think that after last season, he's got point to prove. He had a bad season by his standards. Yes, he still won the Super Bowl, but regular season, the numbers weren't there. They brought in Brown. They drafted Worthy. I'm not going to talk about Rice. But I think that this team offensively is more suited for what he needs with bringing the deep threat back. I think the numbers will be there.
Okay.
So, and I got Stroud second. Who you got?
I've got Stroud winning it.
Okay.
I think that he's going to put up dual threat numbers. He's going to put up both the rushing and the passing. And he's just going to win more games because he's going to be better in the regular season, as I've been kind of hinting at this whole time. I think that his team's going to be better during the regular season. Are they better on paper? Maybe not. Will they? I've got them losing to the Chiefs in the playoffs.
He's probably got better weapons, truthfully. If you look at it, when they brought Diggs in, that kind of swung the pendulum his way. And no, I respect that. I had him second. So
I don't have Mahomes getting number 2.
Who you got up there? That's fair. There's some good candidates.
I've got him being a runner-up. He's going to do his best to try to win his 5th one, but.
Oh no! I started saying Lamar, but never mind. A-Rod. All right. The homerism does come out sometimes.
It does. I don't have him winning it, but I think that he's going to make a run at it. They got to be that number 2 seed that I gave him somehow, right?
He does this when you think he's done. He's like, watch this. So he might come off.
How many times has he come off of an injury and then won an MVP the next year?
He's won a lot. I don't even know, but
he's won 4.
It's when you think he's done. Here he comes. So I can see that. I've got a shout out to him later in the awards.
Okay.
But, we'll go right to it. We'll bounce around here. Comeback player of the year. I got Rodgers.
Same.
I do. Yeah. Well, if you had him in second MVP, that does make sense.
Yes.
And I got my boy Kirk right up there. Come off the Achilles, it's a good system for him. It really is.
I think that he'll be in the discussion for it because he's going to win his division.
Yeah.
But I don't think that he's going to be as comeback player of the year as your Anthony Richardson.
Well, he's another one I wanted to mention.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, he only played 2.5 total games last year.
Exactly. So it's tough to be like, oh, it's a comeback. You can consider it's his first rookie season.
Yeah. No, but you're right. I had him in there too. So there's a few names there. You gonna go offense? Stay rolling offense. Offensive player of the year.
Offensive player of the year.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. You go ahead. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with my Jets again.
No, you're not. Which one? Okay.
I'm going Jets. They got the offensive player of the year and the defensive player of the year.
Jets. Whoa. All right. You were all. I'll tell you. This is what I love about this guy. When he commits, he goes all in.
All right.
All in. I mean, are you talking Breece Hall?
Garrett Wilson.
Oh, Garrett Wilson. Okay. Gosh dang it. I had Breece Hall.
Okay.
So
I think Garrett Wilson's going to take over that Devontae Adams role.
I could see it. He's an alpha. He does it all.
If he can get that back corner or that edge sideline pass.
Is that back shoulder throw?
That back shoulder. That's what I was going for.
No.
Back shoulder throw.
Well,
he could score 15.
He might
20
be quicker
touchdowns.
than Devontae. Honestly, yeah. No, he could. I could see that. I was going Breece Hall. I think Garrett Wilson's going to have a heck of a year. I really do. Breece Hall, though, I think having Rodgers back is going to open it up. Like last year, he faced these stacked boxes. Also, he's coming off a torn ACL. Second year healthy. The dude's electric. I mean, him in the open field.
I don't disagree.
My gosh.
My only rebuttal to that is an Aaron Rodgers run offense rarely runs the ball a lot.
True, but he is coming off a serious Achilles injury, and he's 40-something.
Yeah.
And they brought in some maulers, from Baltimore, so their line is a lot better.
Okay.
So, but I think we're on a similar path. I also Bijan Robinson. I'm a Texas fan.
I had him as an honorable mention.
Okay,
I think that he'll be very good.
Yeah. I really think that this year they've got a coach that might actually let the best running back have the ball more.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur Smith's an idiot. There we go. And he's
another honorable mention that I had was Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs. I like that.
I think that you'll see a lot less of David Montgomery than you saw last year.
Well, that's why that was my point.
And I think that you're going to see a bigger role for Jahmyr Gibbs this year, and he could have his breakout season and possibly be in the discussion for this award.
Okay. I like that. I had CeeDee Lamb as mentioned too because there's no one else for them to throw the ball to in Dallas. So that's kind of simple there.
Yeah.
Defensively, Jets, go ahead. Who you got? I like this.
Ahmad Sauce
Gardner. Sauce Gardner. Oh, I like that, man. Well,
people they don't give corners enough love in this award. It's almost always a linebacker.
I always think of Revis Island is one that stood out.
I think that Myles Garrett won it last year.
Myles Garrett, yeah, D-line. Yeah, Watt had the year before.
I think that Watt got snubbed last year, and I think that Watt will be there
I had
again
him second.
this year.
Yeah. It's hard to argue that because Garrett had a heck of a year. And if you look past the big numbers that Watt had, Garrett faced a lot more double teams. If you look at the underlying stuff, what he actually brought to the table of Cleveland, I got why he got it. But you look at the surface numbers, Watt was better. I got Watt second. I got Mad Max in Vegas. I love that guy. Dude, as long as he doesn't kill Mahomes, I love that guy. But he's got a motor, never ends. They brought him some help finally.
I think he's highly underrated. I think that he doesn't get enough looks because if he's on the Raiders, he's probably killed someone.
Hey, he does kind of look like he fits the bill for a Raider. I'll say that with all due respect. But they brought in Christian Wilkins from Miami to help take some pressure off him, and I think they're going to be a force. I do. I'm a little worried for Mahomes on that from time to time. He's a big, scary guy. But I got him winning it. We'll go rookies now. Who's your offensive rookie of the year?
My offensive rookie of the year is going to be Michael Harrison Jr. Or
Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Junior Harrison. I love it. I had him.
Okay.
I had Neighbors was in consideration and Caleb Williams if things go right. But I think the numbers are going to be there. Harrison, super polished receiver.
Yeah. And who else do they got to throw to? Who else does Kyler have to throw to?
Yeah.
They don't
have pretty good tight end.
Okay.
They have a few underrated receivers.
They're going to be playing from behind a lot.
Bingo. They're going to be behind. Their defense is atrocious. They're going to put up eye-popping numbers, and he's the number one there. I think Kyler's going to have a good year, too, by default. Bad D.
Yes.
So defensively, I got Dallas Turner.
I also have Dallas Turner.
Okay, yeah.
So I want to give some honorable mention. I think there's a lot of good corners in this draft. Terry and Arnold.
Detroit, game flow. I think they're going to lead a lot. I think he's going to be tested. Yeah. I like it. I thought they got him as a steal in the draft out of Bama. Latua, if I said his name right, the Colts guy.
Okay.
He was taken lower because of health concerns. he's stepping into a good spot. Off the edge for them, he could put up some good numbers. Underrated.
Don't forget about my
defense,
boy
help.
Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, Cooper DeJean. You got give that man some love for many reasons.
And we're running up on the end of our segment,
yeah.
but who do you have for the Coach of the Year?
Coach of the Year, I've got Steve Steichen in Indy. I
All
do.
right.
I have a split here because there's some ways you can go. Matt Eberus, if that's how you say his name, Chicago. Oh, yeah, if they make the playoffs, it's going to be hard to not give it to him.
Okay.
But I think he gets in the playoffs, makes improvements with Richardson, and I think he gets it. Who you got?
I mean, I think that since the Packers are going to win that division,
I like
Matt
it.
LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur. All right, I could see that. And given where they were last year, that'd be a step up.
Yeah.
I could see that because a lot of times this award goes to more like most improved team / coach. So we hit on all the major awards. Please, guys, like or comment. Like whoever you think. If we're idiots, let us know.
Yeah,
We
let us
love
know
it.
if we're stupid. We
Constructive
usually are.
criticism. Yeah, just no bad
But-
words. I cry. But yeah,
We're running out of time.
we are.
But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, watch our channel. Thank you, Wabash, for having us on for another week.
Yeah.
Benchwarmers
canceled
Basement
yet.
Banter on
Yeah.
YouTube. Check us out. We're also on TikTok for BBB Sports Talk. If you want to check us out on there.
There you go. So, hi guys. Yeah.
Bye, guys.
That was a little special. We
We'll
will
be
be
back.
back. We have another episode coming your way on YouTube. We're gonna talk baseball. Switch some gears. Like,
Oh, yeah.
show our bilingualness in sports. All right, we'll be back soon, guys.